Hello and welcome back. As a short little reminder, if you're watching this video on YouTube, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All of that helps us out so very much. And if you're watching live, don't forget to follow the channel and potentially subscribe if you want to support us, or consider joining our Patreon. Link to that is down in the description below. Do. Hey, everybody. So, Kyle, you are not here right now, as the three of you have just entered into the home, realizing the ransacking that has occurred here.
I'll go check the meat.
Alrighty. Ian immediately beelines it over towards the basement door, throwing it open and charging down the stairs. Warwick, Arite, what are you doing?
That's a good question.
Thank you. I thought about it long and hard.
Yeah, you had the whole break time to do so.
Yeah.
Depends, Rurik, what are you gonna do?
What Rurik's doing is he turns to his basset hound, his bloodhound, Buster. Hey, Buster, you think you can maybe sniff around real quick, maybe pick up something unfamiliar?
Yeah, sure. Have it roll a perception check.
God damn it. You have to go with the droopy?
Yeah.
Oh, God. And also, while Buster's doing that, Rurik's going to be looking through to see what's missing in their stuff.
Roll an investigation, Warwick. It does have advantage on perception checks that rely on smell, right?
Yeah. Hearing and smell. Give me a sec for my investigation.
Hey, not bad. And Arite, what are you doing?
I will watch Buster.
Cool. Alrighty.
And give him some pets while he's doing stuff.
Probably.
All right, that gives him disadvantage for distracting a working dog, down to 8.
Jesus. God, you'd give
Who's
a
a
dog
good boy?
You would give a dog disadvantage, Jero, for shame.
Listen, he's so distracted because he loves the pets. Tell me I'm wrong. Exactly. Ein, because you were the first one to react, you immediately beelined down the hall into the doorway and walked down the spiral stone staircase that leads further into the ground. Once you are down there, you look around, and this is your first time in the basement. You see that there are a handful other trophies kind of shoved into corners. Noble regalia that has been placed on mantles and inside of cabinets that are incredibly dusty and kind of just covered loosely. It looks like the covers have been recently disturbed over top of them. And then on the other side of this room, you do see that there's an entire little workshop for tenderizing, cutting, and cooking meat. However, you're not sure if there was more meat, but there's a lot of meat currently being smoked inside the smoker. You open it up and immediately get, oh shit, that's a lot. Okay. But there's a lot of meat in there.
So it doesn't look disturbed or anything.
The meat does not. The meat is
Okay.
safe.
So, like any other footprints in the basement or whatnot.
Roll me an investigation.
Plenty. Scroll down. That's a 7. I love my rolls.
I mean, there's definitely footprints of people walking around down here, but there's no way for you to notice if that's Ravi, his niece, anyone else. Like, you're not that familiar with it, and unfortunately, you don't pick up on anything. Upstairs, Buster has begun sniffing through the place and starts barking loudly throughout the estate, closer towards the bedrooms. Hey guys, I smell something in here.
Oh, good boy. Good
Yeah,
boy.
yeah.
And Rourke will quickly, just give him a good old petting on the head before going into the bedroom area.
It smells like people.
Rourke's gonna knock for, well, yeah, no, he'll go.
Hello.
Hello, any intruders in there? No. Yeah, no, given the whole this could be bad kind of thing, Rourke's just gonna go in.
Right. You slam the door open and you see Ravi's quarters, the most pristinely kept bedroom that you can imagine. Definitely somebody who has served active duty in the military for a long period of time. The seams are perfectly crest underneath the mattress that is in here. The footlocker is positioned with not even a single speck of dust on it. However, the footlocker's latch is open, and the lock that kept it locked is lying on the ground underneath it.
Buster, can you sniff around and see where they went after this?
Sure. Have him roll an investigation.
That's not on. It's gonna be straight intelligence, I guess. Then,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Still advantage because he's using his nose. 7.
Oh.
Yeah, he smells a lot of people.
Yeah, he has a -2 intelligence, so investigation's not the right.
That's
best one.
dogs. But yeah, he starts trying to. Oh wait, it's tracking. Wisdom. Roll me a wisdom check. Survival.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, completely different.
Yay!
Hey, dirty 20. He sniffs through the room, walks around to the other side of the bed, looks underneath it, goes over to the footlocker and just pads at it a couple of times. Then out the room, across the hallway, barks at the door. I don't have thumbs.
Oh, I do though. Let me help you with that.
Yeah.
And he'll open the door and.
Ian, at this time, you have finished your investigation, and you do hear him barking.
Rushes up and man, I really need exercise.
Stairs suck. I can confirm stairs suck.
Yep.
So you run on inside and throw the door open really quickly.
One moment. I need some exercise. Ooh.
Well, we're about to get a bit more. Let's go, Buster.
You open the door, and this is his niece's room. Have any of you received her name yet?
Nope.
No, it's never been told to us. He's just referred to her as my niece.
On the far wall, you see in bright yellow and pink letters that seem to be painted on the wall, Misty. M-I-S-T-Y. It's certainly a room meant for a younger girl. There is fine tapestries. There's very nice looking plushies all over the place. There's a vanity mirror and desk. And Buster sniffs around the room, heads over to the desk, then sniffs his way out of the room as he's still roll me another survival check. Let's see how much further he can keep track of their route.
For him? Okay.
Dirty 20 again. Keeps sniffing through, goes over towards the basement. Is anyone still following him?
Yeah,
Well,
I'm
let's-
following him.
I assume all of us would be.
Oh, I'm not assuming. If you wanted to do something else, I'm giving you the opportunity.
Yeah, no, Rurik is definitely still following him, but he's gonna turn to Ari and stuff. I know it seems maybe rude to go through his belongings while he's away, but see if anything else may be disturbed or missing, or and maybe wait for Kale to get back. And yeah.
Now, unfortunately, Kael, you are going to be out of this for a little while because you had to follow him through the town at a slow pace, and then you hurry back. So, you, Arite, are you agreeing to that, or?
Yeah, might as well.
The three of you go down into the basement, Rorik, Ian, and Buster, and he sniffs around for a little bit, completely avoids the cooking area altogether, and just goes over to the dusty shelves and glass casings that have been disturbed, and then sniffs around.
You said it's like dusty shelves and stuff. Which one looks like it was recently disturbed because it's
All
dusty?
of them.
Oh, all of them.
Yes. They had blankets over top of them, but all of the blankets seem to have been pulled to the side.
Careful of the dust there, Buster. It'll clog your snooter.
Yes, I know. It's really inconvenient. He sniffs over to one of them and... this is where it ends.
It doesn't go anywhere else.
Not that I can smell. There's a lot of dust.
Interesting.
He sneezes very loudly.
Oh, bless you.
Ah.
Yeah, good job. Good job, Buster.
Yes, I know.
And Rick will take a look at this. Like it was, you said shelving or something.
It's a glass case that
does it
has a
look
lot
like
of regalia in it.
regalia. Like, what do you mean by regalia? Because like I've known that for different kinds of things, like armor or like a heraldry kind of thing.
So emblems, insignias of different nobilities, specific sets of armors and ornate items and stuff like that. It's things that people who are highly renowned in the military have quite a lot of. They've received as gifts for services or assistance and stuff like that. You are fully aware that the more active you are as a service member, the more regalia you receive. And he seems to have quite a lot here.
Yeah, if that's the case, given how organized he's already been, Rourke's going to open the shelving cabinets or whatever with the regalia that would be there, and see if there's all of them missing.
There are certain things missing, not all of it. There's clear spots where things would have been that are missing items and objects.
Is it possible for me to make like some sort of check to determine what kind?
Yeah, investigation.
Oh shit.
19, not bad. Arite, upstairs, you were going to look through the thing. Roll me an investigation as well. Cool. I mean, you throw everything out and you're like, shit, I have no idea what was in here. What's supposed to be in a footlocker? Fuck. Unfortunately, Arite, you've never served, so you're not familiar with how people organize it, what things are supposed to be where, stuff like that. But you look through, and I mean, there was nothing in here that stood out to you, you know? An old uniform, a chain shirt that he probably would have worn on, like, casual days of service when he's deployed. Stuff like that. But nothing that really stands out to you.
Fair enough.
Around this time, Kyle, you're getting back to the home. You open up the front door, walk in, immediately look to your right where all of your belongings and everybody else's belongings have been, or the things that you took out of your bags to make room for the eggs have been ran through.
Guys?
You all hear Kyle?
Oh, hey, Kyle's back.
What the fuck happened here?
Seems there was an intruder, and let's see, Jiro, with that investigation, would I have been able to know what was missing?
You've just begun doing this, so you're going to be continuing while having this conversation.
All right. Kyle, can we? You've got a good set of eyes. A good thing for seeing the past in terms of archaeology and stuff. Do you think you might be able to apply those skills here?
Fill me in. What have you already figure it out, and let's.
Well, if I were to have a theory going on, it was when we came back, the door was open, and our things were looked through. Actually, was any of our things missing? Our things?
Not that you discerned at a
Okay, it was
cursory
just
glance.
look through. It was
Yeah.
just look through. Okay.
Yes.
And looks like whoever did this was looking for something specifically, and well, they looked through Ravi's things, through his niece's things as well, but the trail ended here at the regalia that Ravi keeps.
How is it possible that a track ends here? It just poof out? It's teleported?
I'm not exactly sure. But from how organized Ravi is, there's some things missing, and which ones though? I'm trying to translate from my previous service to determine.
Your previous service.
Yeah,
This is a discussion we'll have later. We were followed by guards, or at least people who got refugee into the guard post. I don't know if he was following us or if he was just like alert. What's so out of character? What's the English word for the people who just like were watch out, like for
spies, counterintelligence,
scouts.
No, yeah, maybe like when you break into a bank break and hold up, there is one person like staying outside to watch for people.
Lookout.
Lookout.
Yes.
It might be a lookout, from what I understand. Maybe they just wanted to know where we would come back, so they would have the liberty to come in.
Yeah. If they went to the guardhouse, they were likely giving a report or something. Were you able to eavesdrop on what they were saying?
No, I couldn't. I didn't want to get too close. Was risky, and I was alone. So if I get caught, it was the end of me.
All right. Well, if given that knowledge, I can't say that they're connected, but it seems like these sort of coincidences would be connected, and I would have to maybe assume this has to do with the election and quite possibly them trying to. Well, if they got this regalia here. Good question, Jiro. This regalia, this is stuff like kind of like how a noble has a signet ring, how they can mark a paper with it.
A signet ring could be considered regalia, but it's not specifically regalia. Short-term signet rings are regalia, but there's a lot of other things. It could be scepters, ornate weapons, ornate armor, nice tapestries, things that are utterly useless except going, hey, look what I've done. It's things that show class, especially for individuals who don't necessarily have nobility.
Okay. And if I were to take a gander, it's someone who wants to use Ravi's authority for something, maybe. Or maybe.
Or to show Ravi that he can be reached. To show him that he and his niece aren't even secure in his own place.
Well, I mean, he only came in earlier today, so the fact that they move so quickly is rather concerning.
Yeah, it's what he
might have dropped out. Sorry, go ahead.
No. Yeah, it's what he meant earlier by both sides are watching him, because he is one of the people whose vote matters in this side of the community. So I wouldn't be surprised if they start, being more proactive.
Have you figured out what is missing yet?
Rorik there appears to be a something that looks like the bottom of a placard missing, which means something would have been on the placard that would have caused them to take it.
So it's a placard and anything else?
That's the only thing that looks to be missing. And everything in here is very expensive. Like, he could probably pay for his niece to go to college if he just sold all this stuff expensive. You're fully aware of, like, the worth of all of this stuff. It's a lot.
It seems to be a placard here. Ari,
Yes. Yes.
quick question. Can you come here for a sec?
I will go down.
So, this medal here is for long service. This for taking injuries in line of duty. But what would this one here mean? And Rick points to the where the empty space of the placard would be.
A plaque, Kyle. You can just ask these questions. It's easier because I don't always watch chat in Roll20. A plaque is a piece of wood that's been stained to look very nice and ornate. That usually has some type of metal ribbon or something on it to, keep it framed on a wall. Some people hang like weapons on plaques against walls and stuff like that.
That's very weird because it's a French word originally, and it doesn't mean the same thing at all.
Oh, what does it mean in French?
In French, plaque is like it can be so. But when you go to your provisor, like the director, and they have their title written on their desk.
Yeah.
Well, it's written on a plaque.
Oh, that is also a plaque. Just we have more versions of it.
All kind of stuff. Also, like a plank can be a plaque.
Sure. But yeah, so long as everybody's caught up. Arite, go ahead.
What was your question, Rurik?
It's some that Jerry will probably have to answer anyways. It was basically Rick was pointing to what this one meant in this little arrangement that Ravi has, but then he points to the missing ones. Like, what would go here?
Oh, you're asking if there's a specific order to the plaques and all that.
No, there is a specific order. That's the thing, and because that's things would go here and here, but then you would put like these in specific orders because some take priority, some take precedence.
Roll me a history check, Rorik. Let's see if you can figure it out.
Oh, no,
even though everything is written in Draconic.
I think he was asking me, not Rurik.
Yeah, I was asking Ari because he's the one who has experience with the Draconic.
Oh, you're asking him to translate for you.
Yeah, I mean,
because he doesn't understand military symbology and shit like that. That's not his background. Yeah, he's a noble. No.
Okay.
Do you want to know how many spoons and forks you should have at your table? He can tell you.
Yeah.
4. So there are multiple ones. Terms of service, first year, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years. He doesn't have his 30-year plaque. And you start noticing some of them aren't in the case once you make it past that row. There's also specific accomplishments like getting people out of bad situations at different locations. I don't know what the name of that medal would be, but he has earned that one. And then other such ones like that. And there's some upstairs as well that he actually displays, but all the ones down here seem to be the ones that he doesn't want to display. He'd rather have very specific ones upstairs. So between running back and forth up the stairs, both of you are beyond winded. And yeah, you're not really figuring out which one is missing. It'd be a lot easier if you could just open up his case upstairs, take them all downstairs, and try organizing like that. but over 25 years of service, there's a lot of them.
Boy, he's definitely. He's done a lot more than was previously thought. Oh God, I'm too old. I'm too old for going up and down stairs like that. Anyways, well, if I were to take a guess, whatever the that was there, the placard that was taken, that's gonna be rather important, and I have a feeling we'll be seeing that later in a worse kind of way.
I wonder, is it the only missing thing that you've noticed? Because why would he go through our stuff that is just like obviously pack of junk in the hallway if he wanted to have something very specific? For what reason would they looked into
Because
junk?
they were looking for something specific and they don't know where it'd be. If they wanted to just take everything valuable, these are all very expensive. See the gold inlay on this one, the silver on that one. I could say.
So, but what if it? I understand that. What I don't understand is if you wanted to have something very specific, why did it go through our junk? I think we are missing something. There must be something else that we haven't seen, and that is also missing.
Well, regardless of what was missing was taken, we still. This is yet another problem we have to face, and we still haven't solved getting rid of these eggs.
Yes. That might be the reason why they were looking. Do you think they were looking for the eggs?
Well, they'd have to have known about them.
Maybe it was Ravi's way to get rid of it.
Well, wouldn't that mean that he'd get in trouble for it? And
I don't know. But all this doesn't make sense.
all right, well, I think we've done all we can about this. Let's make sure we lock up everything, lock the doors and everything as best we can before we leave again, and try to at least accomplish what we set out to do originally.
Yeah, get rid of it first, and then we'll have the peace of mind trying to piece everything else together. If not, we're just putting the cart before the horse.
If anything, too, this might give us an excuse to leave the gates, to tell Ravi that, hey, someone broke into his house while we were away. And we're going to go tell him, because, well, frankly, that's what I want to go do, too, is tell him.
I suspect that they'll detain us for questioning and send someone else as a messenger instead.
Oh.
And remember, the one who was following us was probably a guard. So I don't know if we want to be talking to guards at the moment.
Well, that's something we can say then too. Is the information that we have is for Ravi's ears alone, because there's a limit to people that we can trust right now. Oh boy, those stairs.
Take a quick breath. Take a breath. I will just have one last look around to see if I spot anything. While you get back your breath, old man. Can I have just a last quick look around? In the was it any other trace of burglary within Misty's room. Like any other place of moving stuff back and forth and like throwing stuff away.
Roll me an investigation. Ooh. Unfortunately, with all of them filtering through, going everywhere, looking for things, yeah, nothing.
Murdoch. You back on your feet, old man? And by the way, is someone way older than you that's studying that?
But way younger physically. I guess he didn't hear you. Try asking again.
Oh, sorry. I
Feeling
forgot I
better?
was muted. I forgot it was muted. My bad.
Feeling better, old man?
Yeah, I'm feeling better. You gotta remember though, you maybe have some years on me, but I've got more experience on my ears. Come on, Buster.
Okay.
Let's see if we can track down this little fox.
Who?
Goddamn. Oh, it was a metaphor. Or is a simile. Oh man.
It's a
Oh, that's-
conjugation.
Is it now?
I don't know. I'm a dog.
Well, you're a good boy though. You're a good dog. So
I want to imagine what that sound an elven droopy, because he's speaking all that in Elvish,
Yep.
yeah,
if I remember
Yep.
correctly.
Elvish droopy.
Yeah.
Because Elvish is very singy, I just think like it's just kind of slam, like very low drops, thong.
It's just a slower version of Elvish. But anyways, who is he seeking? Like, who is he tracking after?
Oh, Rurik's bringing him to like the main entrance and kind of using that, using his nose like the same way before. Rurik's gonna ask him if he can try to pinpoint it again and see where it came from.
Okay, have it roll an investigation this time.
Oh,
He lost the trail altogether. He has to find it again.
but that was tracking. Okay.
No, tracking is once you have the trail. Investigation is finding the trail.
Oh.
Yes. 6. He looks at you very confused. Out front, you do see the same guard who's been here the whole time. Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh, everything's going okay.
Good.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I didn't quite catch your name.
Uh,
This is the one that asked for the keg, right?
Yeah. Isaac.
Isaac. Did you happen to see anyone come in when we were away?
No? Why?
Just there's a bit of a mystery we're trying to solve. Conundrum, you could say.
Well, what is it? He starts walking over towards
Can
you.
can I insight check him real quick too? When he said, like when he said no, or like if he's telling the truth.
Sure. Roll an insight check. Oof. Yeah, no, he's very confused. He's like, no one was in there. And now he seems suspicious. Like, what's going on? Why do you think somebody was in there?
Well, when we were away getting the ale kegs for, and so we come back and the door was ajar.
What? He looks at the door. How? I've been here the whole time. I haven't stepped off post. Nobody's been here.
I understand it, but that's why it's a mystery.
Wait, is anything gone? He's now like walking past you into the door.
So I'm trying to debate myself whether it's a good idea to involve him in this or not.
He's already involved.
Yeah, fuck.
he's a good guard. He's not gonna just let you go. Oh, don't worry
I-
about it. Like this is his job.
Rurik, oh yeah, in that case, Rurik will explain like the situation to him as yeah.
Minus
Uh,
something in particular.
Yeah, I know he'll mention the minus the eggs.
Okay,
no,
cool.
No mentioning that at all.
Minus
even
the
close.
basement because Ravi thinks it's private.
But
I see.
but no, he'll mention like and no, and I had my my hound here search to see where he was left off, and it led us to one of his regalia cabinets down here.
Oh,
This
wait,
placard was missing.
wait, from his basement?
Yeah,
Oh,
where he was also smoking the meats.
oh no.
The meats are safe though.
Shoot. We gotta alert the other guards and Ravi. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, we're planning on going to go tell him ourselves, but we're trying to figure this out.
No.
as well.
Yes, go tell him. We can't let the guards know though.
Why not?
There's a lot of he looks at you,
Tension.
Rite. Political things happening right now, and not all of the guards are
Even the
understanding
guards
of
are-
him.
No, even the guards are split on sides, I assume.
Yeah.
Putting it roughly, yeah.
There's only about 3 or 4 of us he has taking shifts over his house. Yeah.
Damn, then we should really rush and
Do you
alert
mind?
him.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I just wanted to say that. That's all. You can go.
And Mr. God, sorry, I don't know your name.
Isaac.
But,
Isaac.
Would you? So you serve. Would you be able to identify this one plaque that is missing here?
Oh, I've never been down there before. That's not any of my business.
Yeah. So do you know general military ornament and regalia from the country?
Generally speaking, yeah. But I mean, I can't presume to know everything he's done. He's been doing this about as long as I've been alive.
Isaac.
Sure.
I believe you're good at your job, and that's why one of the reasons why Ravi would entrust you with it. And since you didn't see anyone, I believe you. But that being said, I believe whoever did this was capable of some sort of magic of some kind. Do you have any idea who might be capable of that sort of thing in the city?
I mean, we have a couple of stations where they practice magic in order to do what they need to do. But I mean, learning magic is a free right. There's plenty of people, not a lot, but like a good amount. Oh shoot. Shit. Can
And
you all
anyone
wait
in-
here? I need to go get the others.
Well, I'll leave Buster here while we go try to find Ravi.
Is Buster gonna be okay?
He should be, right, Buster?
I'll be fine. Ian, yes, you can. There does not appear to be any lingering around you. Okay.
All right, noted.
He goes, all right, good. I need to go get the other ones. I'll be right back, okay?
Right.
Alright.
We'll go find Ravi.
Yeah. Shoot. Oh, he's getting misty. No.
Yeah. That's why we were really worried about it and wanted to make sure
Southgate.
nothing happened.
Southgate. You have to go over to Southgate. If you see a green dragonborn, you want to go by him first, okay?
Okay.
What's his name?
His name is Charles.
Charles? Okay.
Yeah. You want to go green dragonborn, Southgate. Yeah, that is the proper spelling. You got it. Yeah, like
It's just real names with slightly weird spelling.
yeah. Welcome to fantasy.
I'm
Yeah,
Bill,
I'm becoming good with Draconic.
Bill spelled with a Y.
It's actually an E, Bill, but it's pronounced Bill.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I was thinking the
fucked
Y would
logic.
replace the I, but the E would be at the end and it's silent.
Oh, that's so fucked. He goes, yeah. Southgate. He was heading southwest, southeast. To go pick her up. Okay. There's only 3 paths. You need to choose the left path. Okay.
Okay, noted.
All right, good. And he immediately goes running off.
That's our ticket. Now's our chance. Let's go.
Steal everything and leave.
Just confirming that you said Southgate, southwest, left path.
Far left path on the southwest route. Yeah.
Okay.
At the
Before
south
we
gate.
leave,
Yeah.
Before we leave, I asked Mickey to have a look around with magical eye,
Okay.
see if there is any lingering magic.
Magic eyes.
And
It'll
magic
take him about like
hands.
5 minutes to walk room to room to do it, because it's not an absurd radius. It's only 10 feet. But after about 5 minutes or so, he comes back. Nothing. No, I mean, some of his things downstairs and upstairs are magical, but you know.
Yeah, there's nothing lingering here. We should make haste and deal with our problem, and then quickly find Ravi.
Buster, if there's any sort of trouble, just bark a lot and then go try to find the nearest friendly guard.
Okay.
Oh,
Right.
and Buster, I leave you key. Don't eat him. But if there is a newer problem, it might be faster to find us than you would.
And you're leaving your familiar here?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So both of you are without your companions, but hey, it allows you to split the party without risking a life.
Without splitting the party.
Yeah. No lives at risk here, most importantly.
All right, let's go.
Exactly. Show your enthusiasm. Woo!
Adventure.
No, let's go. Come on.
All right,
Yeah.
so yeah, you guys, you end up going down there, running or hurry path. Are you hurriedly moving, or are
Yeah, I
you
think
Power
we're gonna
walking.
Yeah.
normal pace or hurry pace?
Power
Uh,
walking.
Power walk, so like hurried normal pace.
Hurried normal pace. Okay, so hurried.
Yeah.
I would
Kinda.
like to still check if we are followed
All right, roll me a perception check, Kyle.
with disadvantage because we are red. Or straight roll. What it is.
12. Not that you can tell. Everybody's moving at such a pace. It's difficult for you to slow down and really keep watch and look out for it. But yeah, not that you can tell, unfortunately. You all make it down towards the south gate in about a half an hour or so. Oh wait, hurried path, 15, 20 minutes or so. Once you walk over towards them, you do see that there's a handful of guards out here, all of which are Dragonborn, just kind of looking at you all as you approach.
Green. We're looking for the green one.
Roll me a perception check.
I don't know if that'd be a hard perception check.
That's a 17.
You do notice, kind of like seated in a chair behind a couple of barrels, is the tiniest bits of green horns that stick out from someone's head.
Oh, he's basically his face is basically behind the barrel then.
Yeah. But his horns
Uh,
are peeking out.
Charles, is that you?
Yeah. Hey, what's up?
Yeah. Isaac sent us.
Oh, come on by. What is it you need?
We need just a quick passage to go out of the city. I'll whisper to him. Isaac sent us to give an urgent message to Ravi.
2 other of the guards are walking over, and Charles raises his hand. Don't worry, I got him. I'm familiar with them. Ain't that right, Michelle? Punches you in the shoulder.
It's been a while.
Yep.
God.
But
I
anyway,
have enough wisdom to go along with it after all.
the charisma is the one that matters at this point. But yeah.
I know, but I have enough common sense to like, he's trying to do shit. Okay.
Yes, my name is Michelle. Just. But anyways, he goes, all right, let me just look through your quick pat down, y'all. All right, arms up, legs out. Everyone good? And he just gives you a
Yeah.
up and down.
Just.
Yeah, so just a quick one, but not like a thorough one.
Yeah.
No.
And also telling like lightly telling Arite to show his signet ring or some identification. So.
Oh,
no
he's
one
already
else
wearing it.
suspects.
The moment he
Yeah,
stepped
it's
into town, he's wearing the signet ring for now on.
Yeah, I mean like showing it to him like an identification so that people won't be like, oh, he's just body patting and not looking at things, kind of like.
Showing off that bling. Yeah. Do you show
Yeah,
off your
bling.
ring, Arite?
Yeah.
Okay, he goes, yep, of course. Mr. Yeah, I'm not going to pronounce that. Go on through, everyone.
Was that you or was that the character?
I
Yes.
think both.
You chose the most fucking stupid last name. It sounds really cool, but pronouncing it is next to impossible.
It means
Kind of like your first name.
it's Draconic for frozen.
At least it's not like that one town that there's memes about where it's just like this like super long like A's, P's, H's, and
Oh my
F's.
god. No, we don't do that here. We don't do that here. But anyways, he pats you all down and immediately, calls up, all right, open the gates. They allow you all to walk through.
I'll just give a polite nod as we pass through.
Yeah. Even as you're passing through, he does walk with you. Oh, is everything all right?
Well, everything seems to be okay for now, but we need to tell Ravi that his when we were getting ale for the hot luck, we came back and found that like someone had gotten in the house and had taken a placard from him, and well, we need to go tell immediately. Isaac is already getting the others. Is what he said to help out.
Oh shit. All right. I'll stay at the gates to let you all back in. I assume you'll be back soon.
We should be.
All right,
But
good.
Just
Isaac's
going
getting the
south.
others.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah, he told us. He told us south, southwest, southgate, southwest, far southwest route, and to the far left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or southeast. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah.
Yeah. He lets you all pass and closes the gate. He is getting questioned by a couple of the other guards, but as soon as he points to Arite, they all just nod and keep going.
Having a noble in the party be like,
Yeah, for
he
once it
like-
pays off.
Yeah. Otherwise, it never does.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, how far away is like the lava moat stuff?
Oh, you're on
Just-
the opposite end of the city.
Oh, so there's no lava moats here.
No,
it's only on the north side.
Yeah, it's on the north side while it's still inside of the mountain. This side of the city is completely wide open. And as you walk out, you do see it is a bit of a path, but it leads closer down towards a bunch of just rolling, blowing sand in this area. The contrast of temperatures is kind of ridiculous. It is warm here. Like, warm.
I will ask too. Is this like out of sight of the city as well?
Once you get far enough away, it will be. But you're gonna have to walk several hundred feet.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Well, it's not as good as lava, but if we were to get rid of the eggs here, smashing them and everything, make sure they don't hatch into something that could hurt people, now would be the ideal sort of time to.
Yeah, once we get a bit farther, we can just like disguise it as a natural thing being there. Or unless someone remembers what Snook always leaves as a sign, you could just pass it off. It's his fault. That's eggs in the first place.
Why would you do that to poor innocent little?
Hey, no.
Yeah, what has Snook ever done to deserve like the stuff that people say about him and think of him?
Everything.
No, I just wanted to look at Jero's far off look as he like thinks about it.
Oh, I know exactly what's happening with Snook right now. Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's a bard, so it's probably.
I'll give you a hint. Currently, he's upside down.
Oh wow, that
fuck.
man, Snook got crazy really quickly. I mean, wow.
Oh, he's being Joker-like, Joker kind, Joker style. Fuck. Kind.
Jokester.
Anyways. And you said it was like sandy and stuff here? Jero?
It's what?
You said there was like sand and stuff here?
Oh yeah, it seems to be like sections of the mountains that have crumbled down into sand that just roll across the open landscape with winds that are fairly persistent, but the heat off the wind is more than the heat of the area you're in. As if the winds are being carried from a much warmer place to this location.
Okay.
So, what do we do with the eggs? Do we hide them? Do we smash them?
Well, it.
Do we keep them and sell them back in the city?
Well, if we keep them, it's gonna get Ravi in trouble, and I think with what we've just recently had happened, there's enough trouble as there is. So, I think it'd be better if we got rid of the eggs here, and I don't want what hatches from them to hurt people. So I hate to say it, but we need to smash them.
Fine. But I'm too fucking weak to do that. Figure out how to do it, you and Harry.
I'm not.
So, I assume you're going to wait until you're very far outside the city's view.
Yeah, and we find like a good spot where there's like we're gonna smash them and then cover them with sand, essentially.
Okay. Roll me a survival check, one of you. See if you can find a location that suits you.
I will find a location.
And can I assist?
Guidance.
Sure, you can assist.
Okay.
Turns out Rorik knows how to hide bodies. Yeah, you're really helpful in this situation. Now, what you want to do is find a couple of rocks that kind of sit out away from everything else, far enough away from everybody. Once
Also,
you're...
just far enough where if there's any noise, they can't hear any screams or shouts or anything, or cries for help.
Yeah. It turns out Rorik is really good at this.
Make sure to bury them vertically so it's a smaller hole and no one will suspect anything.
And make sure you also bring the lotion because it puts it on its skin, or else it gets the hose again.
Yep, of course, all of that. But yeah,
Christ.
you guys all find a little place, and we're not going to get too deep into the visuals of destroying these basilisk eggs, but athletics checks.
Oh, athletics.
Yeah.
Not like attack rolls.
I mean, do you have a hammer?
I've got a Actually, I think, do I have a hammer?
Oh,
Yes.
a quarterstaff would do it. It's bludgeoning.
Yeah, I have a hammer.
We have a normal hammer and a shovel,
Oh, I have a flail.
and also a piton.
You guys have the proper weapons. Give me athletics checks.
Okay.
Alrighty. Smash, crack, pop. Cool. Holes are dug. Everything's buried inside of them. You cover the holes really well. Now you're all covered in ichor and goo and stuff.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Rurik was the only one smashing it.
Yeah, but it goes.
I'm pretty sure he would like acknowledge the splash zone and be like, "Hey,
Prestidigitation doesn't matter.
Who has it?
I was
Who
gonna
has
say,
it?
Does Iron Key have it?
We keep.
I'm
We
going to
can
say that
always-
McKee and Daria stayed back to watch the house.
No, our portable bleach.
Sorry.
I would have stayed very far away from it.
That's fair. Kyle would have that insight. Uh, but yeah, there's a little bit of splashing and covering on Rorik. But yep. Anyways, you all follow the path. I would like another survival check to track after where you are heading.
Guidance.
I mean, do you want me to roll, or do you want me to assist you, Kyle?
I can whatever you want.
Well, yeah, Rurik remembered the directions: southeast, southwest, far left. Yeah, just I'll roll my own. You can roll another.
Okay. Yeah, Rurik is good.
Yeah. You start traveling out, and as soon as you break outside of the respite of the actual mountains itself, there's a very intense wind that just rips through this area. And for many of you, you end up having to like shield your eyes from the sand as you walk through. Arite, you growing up here, you're pretty decent with all of this. Kyle, given the other locations you have spent a good amount of time in, you're also fairly decent with this. Ian and Rorik, both of you are getting pelted with the sand, and it's starting to like stick to your eyes, and it's becoming aggravating as you walk out. You follow along the
Yeah.
path. Yeah?
No. That was just forgot to mute. That's all.
No problem. You follow along a path that you all find, and it seems to be leading nowhere that you can easily discern. There's not a simple path in the way that traditionally you would understand. There's not a easily walked location, shown travel site. In fact, Kyle, you're the only one picking up signs and markers to discern a location and a pathway, using that insight and knowledge that you've obtained through the years, i.e. some type of thieves' camp.
That's that way.
As you're walking through, Rorik is doing the survival, Kyle's doing the survival. I would like perception check from Arite and Ein.
Yay.
That's an E.
12. Now, the reason passives aren't coming into play is because of this heavy sand rolling across. It's blinding. You don't really notice much. Arite, you see a small mound inside the sand, not very far away from you. Maybe 40 feet or so up ahead along the path.
Everyone, there is a mound up ahead in the sand. We should probably take a look at it. I don't, Oh dear lord. Please, no, I don't move.
At your guys'
Nice.
level, I'm not that mean. Come on.
Yeah, he just gives that the ancient blue dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. If anything, like if it's ancient, it might be wanting to talk with an old timer like Rurik. You know.
Hey, guys. Roll initiative. This is a skill challenge, not a fight challenge. Like,
Anyway.
Just to see how fast you can run away.
just make it like Minecraft and dig straight down. Just no.
Yeah, as we get closer, I would probably pull ahead just to take a look at the map.
You pull ahead.
Yeah.
You keep walking further ahead, closer towards the mound, and you start noticing bits of blood leading up to that little mound.
Oh no.
Blood. I'm going to see what's on the mound or in the mound.
You
No,
have to
that's-
shout it over the winds for them to hear you.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right.
Rurik's alarmed and he's gonna hurry up to Aries' side too.
Now, if this kills me, just remember, I served my purpose as the tank.
That'll be 59 points of fire damage.
Like, how
Oh,
big is
God.
this mound exactly?
Not terribly large. I mean, suitable,
So,
pretty big.
On
but
on a scale from small to large, it's like a medium-sized.
it's a
mound?
medium. It's a medium. Medium, medium, large.
Yeah, Rurik's kind of like hurrying to Aries' side to get to the mound, and yeah, he wants to make sure it's not what he thinks it might be, given our previous stuff.
So, you go over to the mound.
I'm gonna.
You
press
feel
again.
around, and there appears to be a fairly large cloak covering it.
I uncover the cloak.
Yeah, I would help with that.
You move it off, and it's a reasonably large, dark gray cloak. Would blend into a mountainous city area very well. And underneath appears to be a red dragonborn. Massive cuts, scars, wounds, holes, dead. Not
Is it red?
Ravi.
Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Ravi is gold, isn't he?
What is red?
Ravi
No,
is red.
Ravi,
The other
Ravi's
one's gold.
red. Yeah, his buddy he left at the outpost was gold.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay.
This is a red dragonborn, but it's a different one.
Male or
I'm
female?
Roll me a nature check. Arite, you
I
would know
know
that that is a female.
How old?
Early to mid 20s.
Fuck.
Um,
Would it be Misty?
No, she's young. She's young.
Early to mid 20s is young, and is the age
Yeah,
where you
that's-
want to send somebody at the academy.
Not in Dragonborn. Dragonborn culture, it's closer to like 10 to 15, where you start their paths in lives. This is somebody who is old enough. They're an adult.
can Rurik try to find what killed them? Like examine the wounds, like
Sure.
CS. Like we've done this before, CSI, except now it's in this place.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me a
That's-
medicine check. Disadvantage because of the heavy winds. And
I
sand.
will see.
You were saying it, so it counts.
All right.
So 15. There's a slash mark over the stomach, fairly deep. There's a punctured wound in the back of the neck. It appears to be some type of bolt. And aside from those two wounds, there's a large pierce that goes through perfect center of the chest cavity, right where armor would be most weakest.
And I guess secondary question to make sure this wasn't for another reason. Rurik checks to see if there's a tail.
There is no tail.
This
Probably an important distinction.
this poor girl was murdered.
We should bring the body with us, and I'll begin lifting it.
Wait, is there any markings, like kind of signets, identifiers that I would find and Arite would be able to identify?
Roll an investigation.
Sure.
I guess, and one more thing before Ari does lift it, Rurik kind of has a PTSD moment real quick and just like stop. Wait, Rurik's gonna try to check to make sure like there's no I don't know, I guess like exploding wards or like anything explosives or anything that could happen if the body was disturbed.
Okay.
Like traps, no traps.
Roll me an investigation as well. However, Kyle is disturbing the body very clearly, looking around for markings. Rorik, nothing you can easily discern. But, I mean, Kyle's moving it, so if it was going to, it would have by now. Kyle, there is a small marking on the left-hand side of the back of their neck, right under their collar. And when you cover it just right, it looks just like the marking you saw on that blue Dragonborn who was following everyone.
I've seen this marking.
But now you can easily see it. It is the face of a left-facing draconic maul, definitely Dragonborn with the thickness of the neck as it moves down, with a wing that arcs down underneath it and swoops to the left, encasing around it,
Wait, can you
creating a
describe that
circle.
Yeah, can you describe that one time? I couldn't
So-
type fast enough.
A left-facing dragon's maw, Dragonborn because of the thickness of the neck, that fades into a wing that swoops underneath and around the emblem itself. Anybody proficient in religion, go ahead and roll me a religion check.
No one rolls.
Have you guys seen this?
A wing, not a tail, a wing.
A wing. Okay.
Yes.
That's a 21.
I'm just changing what he put real quick. Yeah, creating a crescent. Ein. Many years ago, probably 50 or so at this point, back home in Shares, there was a group of Dragonborns who came out to speak to the draconic leader of Shares. When they all came out, they had emblems that looked very similar to that. Emblazoned or burned into their scales. Not in a way that would hurt them, because scales are very tough, they're very thick. But in a way to definitely discern markings like a deliberate tattoo for most other races in the world. When they met with him, it did not go very well. Apparently, they wanted something from him, and he refused. Again, he's been at Shares for about 50 years as its leader. And even at that time, he was in his late 30s, almost 40. He's an old Dragonborn. And all of those individuals had that marking, and when you kind of went over towards him, he also had that marking. But it had a large burn mark over top of it that he put on himself that night. When you inquired about it, he did tell you that there's a group of Dragonborns that believe they should not rely on anyone else because of the times during Draconia where no one else would help them. They believe that they can only rely on themselves, and anybody who tries to branch out for assistance from any other group is trying to deliberately ruin Dragonborn's lives and clearly try to upset their goals in life. Saying that if you seek help from any other group, you're weakening us to destroy us. Even if you do it subconsciously. He said he got this symbol from the leader of this group. He never gave you a name. But you definitely recognize the symbol. A cultist sect.
Oh, okay. I will explain to them like how they came to the village a long time ago to the Dragonborn leaders. They look like a cult. They believe in being independent so as to not rely on others, because that will ruin the Dragonborn culture as a whole.
This sounds a lot like the rebellion and the rebels and the resistance, if I remember correctly, that Ravi mentioned. Um, Rurik, like you said, there was bolt holes in its neck.
There's a hole, is it? You see right there where the armor, that's where a bolt would hit if you were trying to look to kill and bypass the armor they wore. And
A
then
bolt. Could it be an arrow,
or
or is it too thick?
it's too thick. See, a bolt is thicker than an arrow, which means that whoever shot this aimed very well.
So I'm wondering. Here's what I think. I think that we were followed because we were with Rurik. The person who was the blue dragonborn was following us had the same symbol on the back of its neck. And friend with rabbit, sorry. And I know someone who go through this path not so long ago that figuring with all his regalia and the time we spent with him is not bad with a bow, neither with a sword. Do you think these wounds could have been caused by Ravi defending himself?
Well, instead of worrying about what it could or couldn't be, let's have what we have now, and try to find Ravi to make sure he's still safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Leave the body here and cover it back up, and then quickly chase after him, because he's our priority right now. And if we bring someone from, I assume is the resistance or a cult body back, it will not bid well to us or Charles or even Isaac.
Well, right now it'll have maybe cause a misunderstanding, but let's make sure we pick it back up on the way back.
Let's ask, if we found Ravi, let's ask about it first. If not, we'll end up being scrutinized or jailed by the factions that are with these people. Because right now, with the guards being divided as it is, we shouldn't take anything suspicious, not even a little bit, no matter how terrible it sounds.
As much as we wouldn't want to be brought into this affair, it looks like we may be getting dragged into it. By the way, Jero, this body, is there what equipment, or if any, is on the body?
Studded leather armor.
Oh, just
for
that?
protection. There are straps for daggers and a holster for a short sword, but all of that seems to be missing.
Okay, so yeah.
But the studded leather is still there, and the precise cut into the chest is right between where kinks in the armor would be.
Okay.
I would like to note that if what he said is true, me and Robbie are likely already on their list of people, especially if a blue one was already following us.
Basically, yes, but doesn't mean that we have to carry any more factors that will implicate us, especially since we'll end up going back with Ravi and his niece. I'd rather not get the kids involved in our suspicions. It's better to not be too overly
Well, I think Ravi
loud about it.
Ravi might know what better to do with whoever this was.
Yeah,
when we
it's better
get him.
finding him.
Come on, we have to be on our way.
Yeah, priorities him and his niece first. I'd rather not let children be targeted this easily by silly adult what do you call it, discord from between adults.
Adult matters.
Yeah, adult discord.
So, you all continue traveling. Kyle, did you see my post?
Yeah.
That's the only thing you find other than that leather armor.
Cool.
So, you all begin traveling yet again. Rolric and I, for taking so much time with your eyes open, I do need a con save from the two of you.
Of course it is.
You're all 18 and 19 all station now.
Okay.
Here
No,
comes
I was-
21.
No, I'm like a coin flip right now. I had some really bad ones like this one, and I had some really good ones.
Yeah, you don't roll a
Mika,
d20, you
out of-
flip a coin. Like, it's...
Mika, get out of this body.
Yeah, Ein, yeah, you're doing great. I mean, not great. It's definitely tedious to walk through here. You are going to take a little bit of slashing damage, Ein. A total of 5 points. Rolric, you are also going to suffer the 5 points of slashing damage, but because of the intense winds, I'm going to say until you spend an hour out of these winds with this sand, you're going to have disadvantage on all ability checks that rely on sight, movement, hearing.
Just double checking. Did we have the temporary hit points or no?
No, we didn't get a chance for me to do that sort of thing yet.
Alright,
You
so-
set the precedence. You do it at the beginning of each day. They have it.
Okay.
Yeah,
And,
when you set precedence, I'm going to agree like you do that. It's fine. So
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that means it was.
That's
4
breakfast.
plus- Yeah. So that's 9, 10 hit points.
for abilities like that, I'm not going to force you to fucking roleplay it each time. That's so boring. But yeah, you guys all have 9 temp HP. So, Ian, it's only hurting your temp HPs.
Alright.
But anyways, you all keep traveling. As you're moving through here, I would like one more perception check from all of you. Rorik, you're at disadvantage. Ian, you're also at disadvantage.
Wow, hell, way to beat out my one good perception roll of the game.
11.
Only
Oh.
expertise pro.
Kael, up ahead, you do see 2 figures kind of walking towards you through this wind.
What? Just 2 figures? No details that I can get with my.
Not yet. They're pretty far away, but you see them very early.
Is there a big one and a smaller one?
Yeah, one's bigger than the other.
I think that Ravi and Missy are just in front of us. Should get to them quite fast.
Are you going to run up
What?
ahead and...
What, Kyle? You saying something?
I'm saying there is Ravi and Missy just up ahead.
The 2 figures do stop moving once you guys start yelling. They seem to have you've caught their attention.
Ravi? Misty? God, the sand.
Ulrich! Cal? Is that you guys?
Yeah.
What?
Marco.
No,
Lady will
it's
yell at
Ravi. And he begins approaching closer. Arite, for some reason, you really want to play polo right now. You can't really put your name on. Like, just be fun.
Oh no!
The 2 of them do walk over towards you. And he smiles. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? Misty, these are the people I told you. They're going to be staying with us for a little while. This is Rorik, this is Arite, this is Kael, this is Ein. Misty,
Nice.
go up, say hi to all of them.
Yep. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure.
Ravi, one moment.
Sure.
I'll just call him to the side a little bit.
Yeah. When you pull him to the side, he looks at you and goes, "Are you all okay? Did anything happen?"
No, is that center? Wait, Rory, you saying?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay. Is that just sent us to warn you because when we were buying ales, someone went into your house.
He snorts out a quick plume of fire. And for the first time since you've met him, you feel a presence coming off of him, a very angry one, and it kind of, just for the briefest of moments, makes you like take a step back.
Yes, we can. Oh God. There's some more details, but if we can we do it when there's less sand and wind?
Yeah, definitely. Here, Missy, we're gonna walk on the right-hand side. The body's on the left. Or on the left if you head to the right.
Mhm.
Okay. Hello, everybody. It's great to meet you all.
Hello
Yep.
there, young lady. How old is she, by the way, now that we actually see her? Like, more or less.
She appears to be early teens, tweens age.
Yeah, so this is probably not a good time to show a body.
Yeah, that's why he's bringing her over towards the the right instead of the left.
The other way.
Yeah. He seems to be aware there's a body there. And even as he's walking, he just goes, "Oh, Rorik, just stand behind us. We'll shield you from everything happening. Arite, do you mind standing out in front? KL, if you could join him up there too. Ein, come stand over by Missy. Tell her a little bit about your home. All of you with any amount of insight, he's putting you into a deliberate protective position around her, without telling
Okay.
her.
Yep.
Yep.
And Rorik, since you're the only one behind him, you do notice his short sword is drawn. He's holding it. It does look clean on the blade, but the hilt does have blood on it.
It's not that bad in deception. If I can.
Would it be an insight check, or what check would it be to try to determine if he was the one that killed that body that we saw?
Common sense check?
Okay.
No, that's me saying he more than likely did. He's doing everything deliberately to keep you away from the body.
Okay.
Yeah. Or her, more specifically, but yeah.
Alright.
In the
Yeah,
meantime, I'll
Rorik
just talk about what do you call it, cherries, and like how cranky old Tuesden is, and how the kids kept using him and stuff like that. Usually, just distract.
And I'm mentioning to Ravi that the chicken and egg problem has been dealt with.
Ah, good. But yeah, he travels with you all for a period of time until you gain the respite from the sands again. Rorik, you can finally open your eyes.
That's better.
Misty, our friend here, he's pretty old. So we're gonna take a little break before getting it home, okay? Yeah, sure. All right, everyone, sit down for a little bit. Hey, Misty, she looks between the four of you. Arite, can you tell her some great stories?
Yeah, Ari, tell her about about our travels before we had our whole excursion to Charis.
Yeah, tell her about it. Here, Misty, go sit over by him. Talk a little bit. You know, it's not every day we get to hang out with somebody from his family that I'm not going to pronounce. And she, like, sits over at you and goes, okay, yeah, what's going on? What can you say? And while you two are having your conversation, he needs something to distract her. He looks at the three of you and just whispers to Ein, can you help me out a little bit? I'm pretty badly wounded.
What?
I'll just quickly cast.
Wait, well, none of us would have been able to see that till now?
Does he? Yeah, I'll just give him a second level healing word.
Okay.
Before.
So go ahead and roll that.
Yeah,
and as you're like doing that, he like moves his cloak a little bit, and you see in his back there is a massive slash all the way across it. It was hidden by his cloak the whole time.
Well, Ravi, will be the third one.
7
Oh,
HP.
that's a little better. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll just quickly like do first aid using my healer's kit.
Yeah.
Uh,
Try
good
to.
job
Oh,
on
hit
that.
die. Cool. D10. Oh, shit.
Good job on the troubles that you had to go through getting here. It's that wind is rather tough, and he'll also get that. He'll get 1 temporary hit point.
Plus charisma modifier.
Oh yeah, and plus charisma. So
6?
5.
5. Oh yeah, you're not maxed out yet. He. Oh, thank you.
Is,
Yeah.
And I pat him on the shoulder to give him 10 healing lay on hands.
Yep. At that point, he looks a little better, but he's definitely not full yet.
Only a little, damn.
He's a.
Yeah, man.
I
He's
mean,
a vet.
Yeah,
He's a
he's
veteran.
an actual like badass. He. Oh, thank you. So yeah, I was attacked on my way out there to pick her up.
If it's any, I guess it wouldn't be any I can't remember the phrase. You know,
Constellation. Constellation.
Yeah, consolation. I guess it wouldn't be a consolation, but we were also followed, and from what Kyle was telling us, it was by someone of the same group. They had the similar markings, or gestures to his neck.
Fucking fantastic.
Yeah, by the time we got back to your home, everything looks ajar. Seems like they rummaged through everyone's belongings.
Right.
Well, the rebels
and-
seem to think that I've betrayed our city.
Well,
And they also seem to believe, on her dying word, that they're going to kill me.
well, they didn't leave empty-handed, though. They seem to have between this badge and that badge. I don't know the names of the ones because the theater of the mind.
Yeah.
This one was missing, and Rurik kind of tries to draw in what is like, maybe not like a heavy sand, but like the leftover sand from the wind and stuff.
Sure. Yeah.
Like
There's
what
definitely
was-
there's still sand here. It's just now the
Yeah.
wind isn't slapping you because you have the mountains on either side to give you respite.
He uses his stick to try to kind of give like an idea of what space was missing in his little regalia thing.
All right. So they stole that?
Right. Can you tell us what that one was?
Can't find my D20. There it is. Yeah, that's my regalia of pride.
Symbolic, I assume, from them.
Yeah. Supposed to be going beyond the reason and the command in order to protect your people and this city.
She just clicks her tongue. Those bastards were preaching like madmen when they came to my village and talked to the dragonborns there.
So you recognize them?
Yeah, it was like 50 years ago or so. They were coming there towards one of my the elders of my village, who's also a dragonborn, and they were arguing about it.
Well, they
Dustin.
not for nothing. I have a little favor to ask you all tonight after the potluck.
Sure.
Yeah. If there's any way we could find where they are, they just fucked up.
I imagine it's when something you love is threatened that someone like you and me, we get rather defensive, rather vicious.
No offense, Rorik, I don't need your philosophical bullshit right now. What I need is to kill them. And now all of you in this area do feel an aura that he has not projected until now. Arite, even as you're having the conversation, you feel a little fear in you.
Yes, the
Hey.
dragon fear speak.
No, I think he might be a paladin of conquest. I don't know.
Why
Hey,
not both?
Hey, Ravi, let's keep it down until Misty is safe first.
Rurik will also.
What?
will also look-
I didn't notice. Sorry.
Yeah.
Rurik's also going to look him in the eye too and say, "Killing them may not be the best first choice, but it certainly is on the table given the circumstances."
Yeah. He has a look that you recognize from your many years of service. It is a boiling hatred that certain people who have survived too much end up having if they don't have your point of view in life, Roy. And you know that this is not a hatred that's easily quelled. And I think now, with all of you having an idea of what's going to be happening next session, this is probably where we're going to end. Players, thank you all for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. I hope you all had a fantastic time. Don't forget to check us out on YouTube, on Twitch, and on Patreon. We appreciate all of you very much, and I hope you all have a fantastic time. Goodbye.